Yo, Big John Country Chronicle Podcast, man. We back at it a little bit after 9. I know I said 9, but I'm here, man. You know, like always, I want to drop a jewel of the day, right? The jewel of the day is this. Stay sucker free and stay free. Always in my podcast is with that. But the significance behind it is this. Only a sucker, right, is going to lead another man to the institution, right, with his ways and actions, man. These things that we used to do when we was kids, we got to wake up and realize that we grown men now. You feel me? Um, we're no longer young boys, as we call them around the way, right? We're a little seasoned now, right? And another thing is like, at the same time, going to prison is like for suckers for real. And I hate to even say that. Like after spending more than half of my life away. You dig? It's like who want to live in the bathroom with another man smelling feet, nuts, and ass, right? Don't know what the attitude a man gonna have when he wake up the next day. If you gonna have to rumble in, put the knife in him, or him even trying to put the knife in you. You know what I'm saying? Who wanna be living like that when you can be just out here, you feel me, laid up with a woman, man, feeling that soft flesh against your body, man, instead of being in that, laying on that metal frame on that gym mat. That's what it is, ultimately, just a gym mat. You feel me? But y'all know the ball supposed to pull up on us tonight, you know what I mean, as we said last night. So we gonna see, when he peek that I'm on here, maybe he'll pull up on us, man, and give us and chop it up for us tonight. I'm only gonna stay on here for a minute. If he don't come in, I'm gonna jump off. You know what I mean? Because like I was saying, prison is just full of men, right? With different attitudes and different types of time. Now that I'm free, right, I like to lay up beside my wife, man, because many nights I just held on to my pillow. And like I said, you're sleeping on nothing more than a gym mat on a metal frame. It used to be a full-size bed. They warehousing so bad now, they minimizing, they make it more room. You feel me? Let's make the bed smaller, the cell smaller. You feel me? It's just organized slavery, man. But the boy said he was gonna pull up and kick it with us again tonight. Let me see as he come on, jump in. I sent him the link to come on with us. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna hold y'all up if they don't come in. I'm gonna jump off, because like I said, I like to lay up next to that warm flesh now. You know what I mean? I hug up on my wife at night, man. It's been a long day's work. But, I'm trying to put this work back in to build this channel back up. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm going to need to jump on, communicate with the people, because y'all already know if you've been following me. I'm more of the type that like to be active with my subscribers. I don't like to just put videos or movies up and you don't even get to know who I really am. You dig? I got a lot. First of all, let me say this. I got a lot of things lined up. I got a man that I'm gonna bring on. He's paralyzed. He was living a life too. You know what I'm saying? And out of prison, in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And he started a clothing line. It's real big down here in Atlanta. I'm gonna bring him on. I'm gonna put a thumbnail up so y'all cut y'all notifications on for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just start interviewing my people, man, bringing them on, man, trying to bring this channel back alive. I'm gonna bring my man Zay Diggs on. Y'all know they made the movie about Tommy and Pam from Martin. He played Cold in it. That's a good friend of mine. I'm gonna bring him on. We're gonna interview him. You know what I'm saying? And see what he got going on. He playing in a bunch of movies. And, I like to say that I've been inspirational in his life, man, because sometimes when people be at their low, you can kind of feel it in the things that they write and say on the post. And I'm active with my followers and subscribers. So, I jump in there, man. I give them words of enlightenment, man. I told him, man, everything gonna turn around. You're gonna be getting all the movie roles that he getting. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? He grounded and ain't forgotten where he come from. So he gonna come on. You know what I'm saying? We gonna chop it up with him. Say Diggs. We gonna chop it up with the brother from the paralyzed brother. I forget the name is Brian. You see, because I want want y'all to follow him. He just hit me. He said that he ready to do an interview on here. Um, his name is you want to follow him on Instagram. It's paralyzed PARALYZED the letter X feelings, paralyzed X feelings. I'm saying good brother, man. I had a chance to meet him, chopped up. You know what I'm saying? Real good brother, man. You know what I mean? So we gonna bust it up with him. And Zay Diggs, like I was saying, I've got a lot of little things lined up. Who else I'm gonna bring on? Hopefully, when Rollo get a chance to come out, you know, the athlete house and all that, he gonna come, you know, inshallah, you know, that's my little bro. And you know, inshallah, we gonna see if we can get him on. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna do some things, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start being more active, pump this thing up. Yeah. And you know, then we come on, man. And then y'all want to talk about any questions y'all want to ask me, anything about the institution, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't glorify that stuff. I've been in there. I know a few people. I know a little bit of federal law. We're gonna start getting back into that and all that. I'm gonna start giving that back up, man. You know what I mean? Because unfortunately, I mean, I don't knock them, man. Like I say all the time, I don't knock nobody for their hustle. Because I've been there. You feel me? I just chose to turn my life around, man. Because I'm sick and tired. I'm too old to be going back in there doing another dub. You know what I'm saying? Another dub. Like, you know how old that's gonna make me. So I ain't even got any. Not only that, man, my grandbabies, man, and my wife, they my inspiration to stay out here, man. I ain't really had inspiration in my life to stay out here. Always, not, you know, I always say selfishness is a trait of a rat, right? Because it's all about them. Me, 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 me. They don't want to go to jail, so they tell. It's all about them. But I was selfish too, man. More it's like it was about me and F everybody else when it came to like being out here getting to the bag. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like the kind of person, I'm not asking nobody for nothing. And I'm gonna find my way. Like, you know, real men, they find their way. You know what I mean? Like I came home from doing 20 years, 8 months in prison. I ain't asking nobody out here for nothing. I had to drag my ass and knuckles across the ground and get everything I got, but I'm comfortable. I ain't rich by far. You dig? I touched some bread. I'm and I didn't even feel like I was rich then. They call that ninja rich. You know what I mean? We use ninja on here because they don't like that word that, you know what I mean, that we be using as slang. They call, you know what I mean? You might have had a M or two or three M's. It's ninja rich. You feel me? Because that ain't even nothing. You know what I mean? When you risking your life for freedom out here in these streets playing these ghetto games, you did with your life and freedom. You know what I mean? You might get somebody grab your kids up, grab the broad up, grab you up, hold you for the bag. Some people out here fronting so hard like they got the bag. They in these wills, they paying these payments on them. They got big baller jury on. I call it Santa Gold. That stuff sometimes might not even be real. You know what I'm saying? But you putting on this show out here like you really get into this bag. Somebody grab you and your folks up, talking about give them $1 or $2, and you ain't even got it. And they start knocking your family off because you out here fronting. See, this game, like this game is like, it's a facade, man. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna get a lot of people on here, they're gonna kick it, talk, you know what I'm saying, about they did this, that, and the third. That's old money, like that's old times. You know what I'm saying? All of us got them stories, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is how I know the day that the game is like over. You know what I'm saying? Because I had talked to a dude in a restaurant the other day, and he told me he made 20 bands in a month. I said, what? Like, you really dog me in, like, you in the way. Like, I even hate to say that like that. Like, you need to get out the way. You know what I mean? Because, like, 20 bands in a month. Check this out. Back before the feds and all that, back when we was in the street, when I was in the streets, I'm speaking for myself. The block was doing 20, 30,000 a day in bundles. You feel me? So I'm saying like 20 bands in a day, I mean a month. I wouldn't even jump out there. Like that You need 50, 60,000 for a lawyer, right? They want 20,000 to retain, right? Then most states ain't got no bail, feds ain't got bail, but some states do got bail. A bail on a drug beef gonna be like what, 25 bands, 30 bands, maybe 100 bands, 10%. So if you make it 20,000 a month, right? If you get banged, then B3 the sniper, what's good, homie? Good to see your face in the place. I'm waiting for Terrence to pull up, man, but I'm just kicking it like I do, giving up some game. I'm just telling the people how this game out here is really over. So I'm saying, like, if you out here hustling, right, and you bringing in 20,000 a month, say you had a year run, what's that? 240 grand in a year. You need now 50, 60 for a lawyer, a bill, then another 50. So that's like half your bread. Adrian, Dan Pierce, shout out to you too. Salute, dog. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, this game, you playing in it, it don't make no sense. You feel me? But again, like I said, I don't knock nobody for their hustle. Only advice I give to people, like if you want to still be in the mix, the advice I give is this: the game ain't an occupation, dog. A lot of us get caught up in it. This is everyday life. This is what we do on an everyday basis. We go out, get some bread, knock this broad off, hit the bars, hit the clubs, spin up 5,000, whatever you live, $500,000. You know what I'm saying? You go on the strip joint, throw another 2 bands a band. You done had a $3,000-4,000 night. You talking about you only bringing in 20 bands a month. It don't make no sense. Put the money up, man. My thing is, I say this: use the game. If you in the game, and I don't condone the game, right? But I'm a real one, and I don't knock the hustle. If you in the mix, use it for a stepping stone, man. Stop giving that bread back. You spending bread on nothing. Stop giving it back to nothing. Put it up, right, and use it to get you a business going, man. Because look, my pop told me this one day in the car. He was like, check this out, son. He said, man, what you doing, you could be the CEO of any corporate business, man. You dealing with what you doing, you could be a CEO of any corporate business. He said, but you, unfortunately, you using your smarts, you going to the feds for your life. My pop told my pop did bedtime and all that. So you going to the feds for life. I didn't know what he's talking about for life. They crack balls out, they charge it at 100 to 1. You get caught with a brick or crack, it's like you got caught with 100 bricks or you man. I ain't know none of that. I'm in the street, I'm hitting, right? But this is why I come on here now. I try to give up the game so that the people understand really what you're facing. Yeah. So my thing is like, use the game as an occupation, a stepping stone. It's not an occupation. Use it as a stepping stone. And if you put half of your energy that you put in the street into the game, dog, you're gonna be more successful than you ever been in your life. That's what I'm saying, D3. You know what I mean? Same, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? But you gotta know this. I know personally a situation where a CI set up another CI. I know about it. You know what I mean? So if CIs is out here setting up CIs, right? What you think they're gonna do to you? Right? So that right there tell you the game is over. You did? And maybe you making you a few dollars, you know what I mean? You think you nickel slick. But the game, right? The game eventually comes to an end for everybody. I thought I was nickel slick, right? And I was touching some real money out here. You know what I mean? Old money. You know what I mean? Remember, I got knocked off at 95. I was touching some real paper out here. You know what I'm saying? This when the blocks was doing 20, 30, 40,000 a day. A shift. You feel me? 2 shifts on a block. Some blocks bringing in 80, $100,000 a day. You feel me? For real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be on here capping. You know what I mean? Like a lot of dudes come on here telling me story, they be on here straight capping it up. You did? My block wasn't doing 100,000 a day. I was seeing 20, 30 a day, easy, every day, easy. So much to the point, I wasn't the one out here selling weight and all that stuff, and I caught a Fed beat. The Feds got wind of my block. You feel me? So don't think because you on a block, you got nicks, dimes, whatever you got out there that they don't get on your line. You feel me? I'm dragging this out the street. I ain't out here running around selling brick here, brick there. I eventually had to because of the situation I was in. It was so my stuff public record, so we gonna rap. It was so much of it coming in, right? That I eventually had to get out there with the Jones, with the pieces. You did, but when this thing jumped off, my first 8 months to the year, I was dragging it out the street. I was taking it all to the ground. 10 pieces, 15 pieces, all nicks, 30, 40 grand a day. Easy. That money ain't out here no more. I got my ears to the street and I know people. It ain't, some blocks ain't even doing 10 bands in a day no more. If you're a block doing 10 bands out there right now, that thing booming, quaking, we call it. Right? They got so many different task forces and stuff set up now, man. They not playing with this stuff. And everything comes to an end. That's what I'm saying. Like if you is in a situation where you created you a lane to get some bag, do something with it. Because let me tell you this. They came to my crib and took $760,000 in cash, right? And I was calling home, but I was a good dude out here, so fortunately I had people was looking out for me in there. But when they come in, they taking it all. And who you want? Everything in the Feds calls, from washing your clothes, toothpaste, deodorant, laundry, commissary. They ain't feeding you nothing. They feeding enough for a 5-year-old. They a scoop of this, a scoop of that, 2 pieces of bread, a piece of butter. You ain't eating nothing in there. If you ain't getting nothing for commissary, you're not your locker. You like gonna lose weight. Yeah. So my thing is more or less like, don't let it all be a dream. I'm living a good life. And then you wake up and you in that cell with nothing. Because when you go to jail, dog, everybody's gonna turn their back on you except your mom and your kids. Hopefully they be young, right? And Bobby Rasuli, I appreciate it. Wa alaikum salam to Allah, man. Good to see your face in the place, man. But I'm just building on this prison stuff until Terrence pull up. Hopefully he see I'm on. He said he was gonna pull up tonight. If not, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this solo. You gonna see that. Like I've been coming on here giving up the game. You know what I mean? I'm gonna start giving this game back up, man, because unfortunately, man, we losing our people at an alarming rate, man. It's crazy. It's a war. It's a war on rap. It's a war on black and brown, for real. Like they knocking us off and locking us up at an alarming rate. You know what I mean? But my thing is more or less like when you go to prison, man, everybody, the people everybody who you expect to be there for you, don't be there. And the ones that you would least expect pop up and be in your life, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying this too. If you got a woman you love, man, you really love her the way she's supposed to be loved, dog. Don't dog her. You feel me? Because if you playing the game, you dogging her, when you go to jail, she's gonna fix you. She's gonna drag you all the way down through there. I've been through that too. It took me to go to jail for 20 years and 8 months to really finally realize how to treat a woman. Man, treat a woman the way you want to be treated. You put into it what you want out of it. When you do that, trust me, I'm seeing it now. You get the results that you're looking for with that, right? Treating her bad, you go to jail. You know that some people call him sport coat. Some people call him show him up P. Assalamu alaikum, man. What's up with you, dog? Go to jail, man. Some people call him sport coat. Some people call him Jody, and some people call him Jody Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? You slip up, man, getting that girl here, man, take her straight from you, dog. And women got needs, wants, and desires that need to be satisfied. Always know that. So if you is in this game, right, you playing and you in the mix, keep it real with yourself and deal with the reality of everything that comes with it. You did? Everything that comes with it. Death in prison come with it. Losing your bra come with it. The kids growing up without a father, them daughters like I had, man, might get touched. You know what I mean? Dudes taking advantage of them, man. All you can do is give them game through the phone. They don't nobody care about you, they dad, who you are, right? I went through all this. You did. Never was home. What I wasn't home. I didn't see my daughter start kindergarten and graduate high school. You did. Imagine how that feels. But we got a beautiful relationship today. But it's only Michael Brooks. Why they come to Bear College? Salute, soldier. You know what I'm saying? The relationship between when your kids get grown, because when you leave when they're a kid, the relationship is not going to be the same. It's not going to be like a father and a daughter. I'm gonna give you that game too. It's going to be like a friendship, right? Because you've been gone so long. You feel me? You've been gone so long that bond rare sometimes, because I got that bond with my babies. You did I was alhamdulillah, man. All praise to God that I wasn't a deadbeat dude out here. You know what I mean? Some dudes don't, they be deadbeats. Then they go to jail, man. Them kids be like, F my dad, them women get in their head, your dad wasn't nothing, blah, 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 blah. They get in their head, turn them all the way against you. I ain't had that problem. I mean, all praise to God, I'm really glad. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't a deadbeat. You did. So I was able to bond with my daughters, give them game. Even though they went through the trials and tribulations that women go through, my babies is grown now. They 33 and 34. So, I did 20 years and 8 months. So they went through things in life. They grown women now, but I wasn't there through the things they was going through in life. I just was hearing about them on the phone. And you don't want to have to feel the pain that a father feel, having to console your daughter from a bad relationship or anything, you know what I mean? Because they your babies. You did? You don't want to leave them behind, man. So that'd be my word, more or less, like, let's stay here for these kids, man, if anything. The women come and go. Them kids yours forever. You know what I mean? Woman gonna fall off. You know what I mean? And might get a year out, or you say you're doing a dime or 20 like I was doing. Well, I had 30 years, 360 months. I did 20 years, 8 months out of it. I became a certified paralegal while I was in. I did 7 years at Indiana State University for a correspondence course, and I got an AA and BA in criminal justice. So I was like what they call like a jailhouse lawyer, when I wasn't charging nobody for nothing. You know what I mean? And I got a lot of reputable people that's known in the industry. I got time off their sentences and their wives' sentences. You feel me? But the thing is, like, and that's another thing. That's right, show them up, P. You know what it is. And another thing is this too, like, if you is gonna be in the mix and you know what come with it, when you get in there, man, don't waste your time. You feel me? Because now that you got your butt spanked for doing what you was doing, make something out of it. You know what I mean? Get a trade, learn something. I had got certified in commercial house cleaning while I was in there, so when I came home, I started a janitorial service, right? And they got people that you could do this through, like 3,500, 1,500, 10,000, 20,000, however big you want your janitorial service to be. But let me tell you this about it, if you want to do that, make sure that you really, really study it and understand what you're getting into when you go through the third party, like I went through JF Pro. You know what I'm saying? And I went through with a big contract, a 20 grand contract. You're supposed to make like 64,000 a year. You feel me? Make sure you know what you're getting into when you do that too. You know what I'm saying? I might do a course on that on here, man, as well. But back to these people, man, that want to play with their life for freedom, right? Just know everything you facing, man, and everything going away when you out there in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Know that the babies really love you, man. Daughters are daddy's girls. Know that they love you, man. You know what I mean? Well, bro, my thing is the restaurant is doing great. restaurant, alhamdulillah, man, Allah's really blessed, especially through the month of Ramadan, man. Um, Me and my wife, man, we offer dua for a quota that we want to meet every day. Allah's been blessing us to surpass that quota every day. Our thing with the restaurant, because when you start a business, not to jump off course, but this is my brother that show him up P. Make sure y'all follow him on Instagram, man. Or if he be doing his little music, and if he's still doing it, just make sure y'all follow him because he got that music out. During the month of Ramadan, during the month of Ramadan, man, we buckle down, man, and then man, we ask the Lord, man, to favor us with a prosperous business. And man, the Lord's really been bestowed His mercy upon us, man, and let us boom. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, with a business, you don't never want to have to go into your account to do anything. And mashallah, man, we ain't had to do that since we opened the business on New Year's Eve of this year. We coming up on a year, you know what I'm saying? And, we're doing it on my wife's page for the restaurant. It's Fork in the Road Halal Food. We located in Powder Springs, Georgia, man. We don't want to put out it on display this real good food. I encourage y'all to follow her, man. See what the chef is cooking. This is not your ordinary fast food. We eat nothing frozen. Everything's fresh, and it's a fast food, but it's a healthy food. Follow her, man. Check her out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always trying to give up the game, man, on this prison because I'm a prison advocate, man. I'm trying not to see nobody go that route. You know what I'm saying? So another thing I was talking about, man, I had put a little piece up on was constructive possession of a firearm because we living in some very trying times out here, man, and unfortunately, man, we be having to stay strapped. In Georgia, it's a law down here, man. The ATF got a system set up with the gun stores. If you go to buy a gun and they sell it to you, that means you're able to carry. No more license to carry down here. If you can go buy a gun and it comes to you when you go buy it, because if you can't get it, they're gonna tell you right there on now you can't purchase. But if they sell you the gun, that means you're able to carry. Right? And, we have to be I hate to say it, man, but we living in some very trying times, man. And I understand when dudes be carrying these guns, but when you on paper, right? Rather state or federal is even worse. But if you on paper, you've been in trouble, you got a felony, you're always going to be a convicted felon in possession of the firearm, even if it's not on you. If it's in the car, it's called constructive possession, even if it's on somebody else's person, somebody take the blame or whatever. If the feds pick it up, they give you constructive possession, which is a 922G. You can face up to 15 years. It's a 15-year statutory maximum on that. And we can't beat it. You don't even want to pay no money to go to trial on it because you can't beat it. You know what I mean? Because why? You are a convicted felon and you're around the firearm. So you have to be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? So my advice is like, if you off paper or whatever, that's one thing. If you on paper, you already know the consequences, man. Well, it's sad, man, that in this day and time that even the working man carrying the gun, man, because it's just so crazy out here right now, man. Like and I don't understand it, man, because we knocking each other off like there's no tomorrow, man. It's like a lot of my friends' kids, my wife's friends' kids, like they getting murdered in these streets, man, by our own kids, and it's like crazy out here, man. Like that, it comes to a point where death is just acceptable. Or for a prime example, one of the customers came in last week. It was a triple homicide on Ralph Abernathy down in the West End at the Krispy Kreme by the West End. He came in and told me about it. He was like, today he came back in. I was like, yo, one of the people in the homicide happened to be one of our little brothers from the pack. You know what I'm saying? Like one of our little bros, one of the Muslim brothers. I didn't know it until I seen it on a lot of the brothers' pages. So he was like, yeah, they was just walking around taking pictures and tarps was up. I said, yeah, death is normal now. Before, people used to be on the scene weeping and everything. There's no more of that. It's like everything become so normal out here, man. Like it's crazy. And when I get calls from the institution, I'll be telling the brothers that, man, just trying to make them aware of what's really going on out here, man, because a lot of the brothers that I know went in with me, and I've been home 7 years now, home to be glad, right? I got one more year left on paper. They made me do my whole 8 years. Normally on federal paper, you get off half your time. I had no police contact. I ain't had nothing. I got two businesses. I'm living good. I ain't had to been into nothing. But they making me do my whole 8, which I understand. I was on a high profile case, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? They maybe the way I live, they think that I was active or whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean? But they made me do they're making me do the whole 8 from as far as what I can see because I've been out here 7 and I got 8 paper. But anyway, um, I lost my train of thought. But just you gonna carry these guns, man. Make sure that you know the law. I just say study the law. Make sure that you're well abreast in it and know what you're getting into. That's what anything. That's what hustling. Make sure you know what drug amounts will get you waived up federally. Anything, man. You know, even I don't condone it, man. But my thing is, I'm a teacher, so I want to give it out and make sure that you understand what you're facing and understand where you're going. And right now, like the feds, I was talking about my man. He been in 28 joints. He got double life sentence. You know, I mean, we came in the same time. I've been home 7 years. So, you know, shout out to my homie too, Vic, man, because they just moved him up USP Hazleton. And like this is what I want y'all to know too, man. Don't think Fed time is all cocaine and champagne, yo. People losing their lives in there. Pollock is locked down right now. It was a vicious stabbing, whites on blacks up there last week, I want to say. So they on lockdown right now. And my man just hit me in my email. He was just up USP Lee. You know what I'm saying? He calling me whenever he felt like it. You know what I mean? And now he get up there, he hit me on the email like, yo, big bro, I ain't gonna be calling you like that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get in where I fit in. Um, you know, but I email you and let you know what's going on. So what y'all gotta know is this too. These prisons is jumping, right? And if you ain't somebody, don't nobody care about what you did out here in these streets. That don't mean nothing. When you up on that land, it's all about who you put on the tip of that knife last. You get it? What you did in there is your reputation. What you did out here is has been. Nobody care about nothing you did out here. Who you killed, who you tried to kill, how much money you was getting. Don't none of that mean nothing up on that land. Only thing means something up on that land, where you been, what joints you been in, and how'd you leave them joints. Now who you put on the tip of that knife, because ain't no fighting in there. Yeah. And who gonna live like that? Because if you're a real solid dude, you're a man, like we all say we are, right? That means you ain't going for nothing. And if you ain't going for nothing, when you get in there and somebody try you, now you gotta do something to them, right? Say you do something to them, you don't really know how to work that knife. You ain't no part. You ain't, you know what I mean? You fresh. You don't know what you're doing. You hit him in the artery, and he dies. Say you doing 10 years. Now guess what? You got a life sentence that you ain't giving back. So now you just came in there with 10 years or 5 years or 3 years. You hit a dude, he died. That's life you ain't giving back. They're giving you life in the feds now for murder, right? So you knock him off, you stuck in there the rest of your life. Now that's your reality. That's your reality. So now you got to think about the pattern. I was out here doing this, that, and the third. It led me to the feds with a 10-year sentence. I had to hit a nigga up, or I had to hit a dude up. And now I got life. I ain't never going. Don't let that be your reality, man. Because it's a lot of dudes' realities that I know. A lot. And it was almost my reality. That's why I speak on it. I caught 27 extra years in the feds. Alhamdulillah, all praise to God, I came in at the time that I came in because the violence was really just jumping off then. So my time got ran concurrent. You know ran, I caught 27 extra years, which I caught it all at different times. I caught 5 sentences, 9 years, 6 years, 7 years. But they ran it concurrent with my 360 months, my feds, my 30 years. They don't do that no more. The knife is 10. You're gonna get that running consecutive. So you don't have to carry that knife. You don't have to have you a knife. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's all about in the end of fighting. This ain't no BS, man. I ain't on here capping like a lot of these dudes. I was in the feds, but my channel was up and going, man. It was notable men on here that know me, that been in joints with me. Like you're gonna have to carry that knife everywhere you go. Because something might not be for you, it might be for your homie. When you with your homie, you on homie time, you gotta go. You gotta go. Right? If you don't go, then the homie's gonna go on you. You might as well go ahead and check and hit that red door and get off the pound. You're gonna get dealt with. Right? So now I was out here, I was hustling. I caught a 5, 10 year, 20 year sentence, and I go to the feds. I got tried. Everybody, a lot of people gonna get tried when you first come in. You know what I mean? That's what dudes do. What you do from the day you get tried is what's gonna ride with you for the rest of your bid. You're gonna box or throw rocks. What you gonna do? Did? So now you get into something, you hit a boy up, he died. Now you got a license. Right? Now you're doing your time in the penitentiary, the USP, because your points up. Hopefully you really that man that you was acting to be out here and that had no mask on. You was out here with your gun, you know what I'm saying? Doing whatever it is you was doing out here. You might put some work in out here, but it's easy to knock somebody off out here in these streets with a gun, man. That's easy. Like, come on. Creep a dude, pull up, creep a dude, come through the block, boom, 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 mask up, hit a dude. That's easy. That's easy. Right? Ride behind tent, get away. In the prison, you can find within that compound. And everything you pretending to be out here, you better be it. All of it. Right? Because at R&D, receiving the discharge, when you come into jail on the bus, whoever you are, you got to go on that pound. You're going to be who you are. And if you got a mask on, it's going to stay in there. You did? When they ask you, listen, don't think you're a PUSSY or BITCH or SOFT. If you can't walk this pound, tell us now so we can put you in the chute and ship you somewhere else. Don't let your pride stand in the way. Right? They ask you that at R&D when you hit these pounds that's jumping. Man, are you a rat? Whatever, let us know. Because you're going to have 30 days to get your paper, you're going to get it, they're going to do something to you out there. Let us know. Some people, whatever, don't speak up. You get out there, and I've seen dudes die like that. Literally. Word up. Now, if you like that, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going out there. You know what I mean? Whatever. You know what I mean? I ain't refusing no compound. Yeah, And if you somebody, if you've been in and you somebody and you got a name, they already waiting on you to get there. I've been in 13 different institutions, man. I made it down to the meeting. I ain't never made it to the lower of the camp. I always got kicked out of the meeting back to the penitentiary. And you don't get moved for being good either, right? And every pound I've been on, there ain't no big eyes or little U's. Alhamdulillah, all praise to God, I ain't had no problems, right? Because anything I got into in the beginning of my bid, I dealt with it. Like I said, I caught that extra time. But don't let my future be your past. Don't let my past be your future. You did? My thing is don't put yourself in a predicament to have to even go through that. Don't listen. I can't stress enough, man. You don't want to be in there. Dudes get on here glorified. You don't want to be in there, dog. You don't want to be in there living in that bathroom with another man, right? Stressing over your woman, who she with. You out here with her now. You got it. You know what I say? I always say you got the 80, 20, 70, 30%. The 30% that's going to stay with their man, 20% going to stay with the man, 70, 80% that's going to roll. Don't put her in a position and put yourself in a position to see if she want it now. Right? Women got needs, wants, and desires. They're going to get them satisfied. You don't want to be in there stressing over that, man. And your kids, they love you. You feel me? You say you love them. Stay out here, man. Stay sucker free and stay free, dog. Squares is winning. That's what we used to say in the prison. Squares out there winning. What defines a square? Because I'm out here and I've been out here 7 years. I'm still who I am, minus the streets. Because if you a real one, you will always be real, dog. You can't nobody that. If you real, that's in your DNA. If you thorough, so because ain't nobody stamp nothing about you. If you thorough, that's in your DNA, man. Ain't nothing you can do or say to make you thorough real, right? So I'm out here, I'm working, you know what I mean, every day. 12 hours, 14, however long, whatever we got to do in that restaurant. And I'm out here every day and I'm who I am. Do I struggle? Yeah, it's gonna be struggles. I was HIM when I was out here before getting to it. So yeah, financially, I don't. Yeah, I wish I had what I had then. I wish I did, right? Because I know what to do with it now. You did, but I'm not going to return back to what I used to do to get what I had to throw my freedom and my life away. I ain't trying to go back, and I wasn't in nobody's way. If I go back, they gonna roll the red carpet out for me. Why? I'm real. I'm solid. I did what I did. I stood 10 toes down on it and did the time for it. And I came home and did what I was supposed to do for the good men. For the good men, my roadies. You don't want for nothing. You did? So when I go back, they're gonna roll the red carpet out for me. And it's gonna be all funs and jokes, but it's not gonna be all funs and jokes with me. Oh, big job, never see you. Oh, yo, what was it like out there? Nah, I'm not going through that. What was it like? I'm gonna tell you what it was like out here now over this phone. Cause I ain't coming back in there. They know that now because I got 8 years paper and I've been out here 7 years. I ain't going back in there. For what? I ain't got no time to waste. And neither should you. Yo, D Nice, San Lego. What's up, dog? One of my childhood homies. Right there. A lot of y'all new on here. That's my childhood home. That's my brother right there. You know the story. Both of us come from it. Came up, school, spending nights over each other's house, eating cookies, having fun, watching TV late. My man, right there. Both got out in the streets. You did. He didn't have to go through what I had to go through to turn his life around. Doing good, still living good, working, living good. Been in the street heavy. Heavy. I stamped that. I was out there when he was out there. So love him so much, I used to go check on him. Because I didn't know what he was. I didn't want him in the street. Pull up, yo, you good? Because I was active. For real. And that's my man. I didn't want him out there. For real. And I used to check him, yo, you pull up. Because he was on different little sides. He was in a serious area. All areas of our hood is serious. But he was in a danger zone. That's what they call that over that side he was on. You know what I mean? And I used to worry about it. You did? Real one. You know what I mean? But like I'm saying, I wasn't in nobody's way, and I ain't trying to go back. And I just be trying to give up the games so you don't gotta go there. Like, you don't go in there. I don't be the hell in there, man. For real. Dudes get on here. Oh, yeah, you can go here. Listen, ain't nowhere good. Even the mediums is jumping right now in the feds, man. It's different. It's different. You did? I can't stress it enough, man. Ain't enough money in these streets, man, to risk going away from your loved ones, man. Being away from laying up. You ain't gonna know how good life is till they put you in there. You gonna miss laying next to a woman at night, arguing with your woman. Arguing. Man, this bro make me sick. This beat make you gonna miss it. Straight up, wishing you could have another argument. Laid up next to that nice warm flesh at night. Big. Wake up, man. Your reality. You see that brick wall, that center block, on that metal bunk. You're gonna be so mad, dude. I'm telling you, man. I used to have dreams. I was wanting to wake up so mad, man. And this is the time when it's the most dangerous time in your bed when you wake up like that, because that's one of the days you might crush somebody, and end up in there the rest of your life, man. Because you can't deal with the reality of your situation. Brian David, what's up, dog? Good to see your face in the place. Michael Brooks, you act like you been somewhere talking about you gonna miss a woman's warmth from the mountains. The feds, you ain't going nowhere but the mountains as they send you to Cali. You gonna be on that desert, that flat land, straight up. Man, listen, man, it ain't nothing out here worth your freedom. Even this. Check this out. Dudes jump out there, right? I got a problem. Like I ran into a little situation in the restaurant yesterday. I just don't let nobody talk to me in the old kind of way. Strive oxygen, good to see your face in the place, dude, my homie. I got a problem with the way men address men as men. I'm used to that, right? We don't call each other out of name. We don't invite each other to no private parts. We don't call each other bees, whores, faggots. We talk a certain way. We watch our tone. Customer came in the store yesterday, man. I'm trying to be professional. He wanted us 2 servings of fish, right? So I just gave him his serving, you know what I'm saying? And I try to be professional about it, but I guess he wanted it in double boxes. He like got loud with me, so I just had to tuck my tail, man, because I don't want to mess my wife's business up. But like you go up on that land, I'll push a knife from his stomach through his back. You know what I mean? About just that. You know what I mean? But out here you gotta just watch it, man. You gotta contain yourself, man. That beast that's within you. You know what I mean? And that be a lot of our problems. A lot of our problems is we deal with pride issues. Um, we gotta get away from that. You know what I mean? You know who you are, you know what you're gonna do. You ain't gotta prove it to nobody. Because when you go to prove something, right? This is when you get put yourself in a position you really don't want to be. You feel me? Then when you sitting there like, man, why I do that? You know what I mean? You nothing to prove to no. You ain't got nothing to prove to no cow. That's one thing. You know who you are. You know what you're gonna do. You ain't got nothing to prove to nobody out here. You know what I mean, that's everybody's problem. Get in a fight, they take an L, and go back and knock his head off. Man, back in our day, we used to rumble and rumble again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. But guess what? When we got tired of rumbling, we gonna be the best of friends now. Yeah, but that ain't like that no more. Dudes can't take no L's out here. Man, I was down Terre Haute with Wakita. Man, I know Wakita. Oh, home duty live. Just came home, huh? I know Wakita. Wakita dad is somebody. I think I want to say. I know Wakita. Old crook trying to get activated at home for a grip, but still can't get it right. Still in the home. Listen, dog. Michael Brooks. Listen. The law say you think you're gonna call yourself Muslim and not be tested. Everything we go through out here, man, is a test, dog. Don't let nobody, man, bring you out of character so much to the point where you put yourself. Don't let nobody trick you off these streets. That's my saying. Don't let nobody ever trick you off these streets. You home now, dog. You feel me? Um, they you ain't in their way, they in your way, for real. You feel me? So you got to maneuver around. Like the jail say, I got to think for this crash dummy. I can't let this crash dummy make me crash out. You got to think for these people out here, man. You know what I mean? Don't let nobody trick you off these streets, dog. And anytime you ever listen, I'm like this, man. Like a lot of my followers, man, been on here. I'm connected, man. Like holler at me, man. Whenever you feel like you need to talk, just jump in my joint. I'm gonna answer you back, dog. Where I don't be just on here rapping and don't correspond. Like when you feeling that, listen, man. Because listen, one thing, man, when you do this time, a lot of people don't know this, man. We be dealing with PTSD, a lot of us, and some people don't like to even admit it, right? And we deal with a lot of depression too, man. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like, whenever you need somebody to talk to, whatever, man, hit me in my inbox. I'm gonna holler at you, dog. Shoot you my number. We can rap, man, about anything. You know what I mean? Don't let none of these dudes trick you off these streets, man. No woman, no dude, none of that, dog. Keep your nose to the grind, man. This is one thing I want to say too. I got an opportunity for a lot of people, man. If you want to hustle, I got I got this company that I tied into, man. That I sell gas, a gas supplement. Like gas prices is sky high right now, so I got this supplement that you could put in your tank, and I don't care what kind of car you got. You supposed to put super in it. You put this supplement in your tank, and you can use regular unleaded because the regular is the cheaper gas, and it still make the gas like it's super. I'm gonna be putting it on my page, man. I'm gonna get offer basically jobs for people, man, coming home, or if you've been out here, man, it's just a hustle. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put the link up, put it up. I got a link, you know what I'm saying, and it'll come to you. As much as you sell, you'll get your residual off of it and all that. Like I don't get nothing, but the company will pay me. You did, and I'm gonna put it up, man. I want, you know, to help people out, man. Especially us coming home from jail, because it's hard for us to get a job. But with this supplement, and it's cheap, you know what I'm saying? And you can make money off it. And any smart man right now in this damn time will buy the supplement, man, to put in their car so they don't have to spend the prices the super gas costs. Jeff Ford, I knew Wakita. That's what I was saying. You know, I did that time down Terre Hut. That's why I was like, I know the name Wakita. I know that. Oh, Jeff Ford is his dad. Jeff Ford, you know, a lot of people don't know what we're talking about right here, man. But I learned a lot of this history because I was away. Jeff Ford is the alleged leader of the El Rukins, you know what I'm saying, which is an organization out of the shot. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot of this origin and information, man, when I was down on Terre Haute, which they say is gangland, which they say is headquarters for all the gangs of the Midwest. And I was there in the mix of it, 90, what I get Terre Haute, 97. You know what I'm saying? So I was like in the mix of when it was really jumping. So I had a chance to meet these men and learn them all. No doubt, though, Mike, no doubt. So I had a chance to meet these men, man, and get some history on these. Because home, we don't know nothing about no gangs. I mean, he was like, well, when I met the people that I met a lot of reputable gang members. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, shoot, y'all no different from us. Y'all just repping y'all street with a number, like 24th Street Black Posse. But we wasn't knocking each other off, you know what I mean, about our blocks. You know what I mean? But basically it's like the same type of thing. Be nice, man. You know, my thing is I say if I could come on for a half hour, 45 minutes, man, after work, I'm gonna do it, man. I gotta get back, you know what I mean? Start giving this word back to the people, you know what I'm saying? Start inspiring these men, man, you know what I mean? And just definitely, man, just being an influencer, not to go to jail, go back to jail if you ever been there, man, because ain't nothing in there. You know what I mean? You can't make no money and there ain't no coochie in there. You did? And you don't need to be in there, man, wasting time. 'Cause that's all it is. Yeah, yeah, Jeff Ford. That's definitely a huge name. You better know it. Yeah, I did. I did. I started my bid in Terre Haute, man. You know what I mean? I was down there, man. I know Hanif Richardson was the Princess of Undertaker, the Undertaker Vice Lord, his co-defendant Carmen Tate. You know what I'm saying? Daoud and Rajan, who are Jeff Ford's co-defendants. Daoud and Rajan. Daoud was in my unit. Allah got a plan, brother. That's his line. And Raja, hey, you know what I mean? I was there with them brothers, man. Farouk, you know what I'm saying? Man, there's so many, man. I know so many, man. I met so many people, man. I've been through so many places, you know what I'm saying? I know so many reputable men. You gotta remember, I was a kid when I came in there, man. I was 25. I came home 46 years old. Yeah, I don't want that for no man, man. Don't nobody, you don't want, man, listen, you don't want to spend that type of time away, man. Ain't nothing good coming out of it. Hey, Stride Boxing Gym. You know I've been in both of them joints, right? West Coast time is different, dog. Like I was in Coma One when it was jumping. You was on here when Teflon and all them was on here. We was all up Coma One together. You know, he said John's a reputable man, like John, one of the realest I met on the pound. And you know, different states don't deal with different states in these joints. We be in our own cars. But I've been around so many different people and met so many different people that I be knowing they big homies and I be cool with everybody. Like I don't be having no problems on no pounds. Like, but let me tell you something, Coleman One was like that. That joint was jumping when I was there. But Atwater is a whole different type of animal, man. Let me tell you, time on the West Coast is so different, man, because it's a race war jump off so fast. You know, over there is real racist. You gotta watch who you dealing with. You got Serranos who got alliance with the Aryans. You got North Anyos who got alliance with the blacks. That's Northern and Southern Mexican. Southern Mexican Serranos. Northern Mexicans, North Anyos. They got alliance with the blacks. Then you got the Bulldogs. They from the Bay Area. They like Bloods. They like with the blacks. Like you gotta know how to move over there, man. Like and plus you got all these different sectors of these whites, Aryan, hammer skinheads, this skinhead, this set of Aryans, this set of Aryans, and nobody can deal with each other. You know, races can't deal with other races. Rather you shopping from stores, uh, tattoo, tattooing. Definitely ain't walking the yard with no different race. Watching the TVs, like it's so different over there, man. So you gotta really, you'll lose your life on that West Coast fast. Yeah. So it's like when I be hearing dudes catching fair time and they be like people that I know, I just be like, damn, I hope they don't get cold on that West Coast, man, because that's a different type of bid. You know what I mean? You gotta really know how to bid to go through that time on that West Coast. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really, really know how to move through them feds to do your time on that West Coast, man. You might not make it back. KVD, why I know that name? West Coast Compounds is there. Keefy D. Who was I heard that name. West Coast Compounds is definitely different. Man, listen, I've been in three I've been in four joints on the West Coast. The Mexicans, they oppressing the brothers more on this coast. In Polak medium, the man, the Mexicans got the compound. Like how you let that happen? You did? But but it's crazy because you're right though. Like on the west coast of Mexico, because they stick together. In the blacks, they're not gonna stick together. Like we got into this joint out Victorville, right? So the West Coast dudes, they want to get me locked up with the cat. Oh, bitch, John don't know nothing about politicking. He out here, he don't know how, because when I hit them pounds, like, on the West Coast, we got just an East Coast card, but you got shot callers for your state. You got East Coast card because we from the East Coast, but then you might got the shot caller for Florida, the shot caller for Jersey, the shot caller for Philly. You know what I'm saying? Normally Philly and our part of Jersey, I'm from Canada, so our part of Jersey be like together with Philly. You know what I'm saying? So, but oh, John, I gotta go here on. They telling the captain this, but the captain, What the captain over there said, man, you thorough. Like I need you on this pound, man, because we getting money. So the thing when you getting money, you gotta unite the pound. I had a job where I was grabbing all the tobacco. So I was letting the homies run a week. Then I passed it to the white boys for a week. And I ain't racist. I'm just saying the Indians, all they gonna do is smoke it up and pay because they get a check every month. They gonna put their check together and pay. You know, the Nathaniel. Then I had a job, man, where the captain gave me a job on cleaning the visiting hall. You did, and he told me put my detail together. So I picked good brothers, and we got the visiting hall. So when your girl bring it in, put it in the different little things was going on. We ain't gonna talk about none of that, man, because I don't want to smash a hustler's game that still might be hustling. We was bringing it in, you did, and so I had a white friend, man, Hammer Skinhead, Chris. He said, man, my people knew that that I had love for you, John. They would kill me. This is a racist. Talking about he had love for me, right? Um, then Scrappy, Serrano, alliance with their Aryans, hitting hard. Mexican from he was 13, I want to say, or 18, from Southern Cali, hitting. I'm bringing it to him. He's like, yo, y'all different from the East Coast and these brothers over here. Like they want to bang. They don't be really into the bag. I said, listen, dog, only listen. We don't got all that on our coast. Only color I see is green, dog. Like for real. So it's like then it came to a point where the captain was like, yo, every 30 days it ain't no race ride. I get y'all a barbecue in the yard. Man, man, we had a smooth operation going, man. But you know, it's different over there for sure. Claude Butler, you know, dog nuts. I don't know, dog. Where you from? I wouldn't make it in bed, and I would force. I would stay. Oh, or dead. You'll make it, dog. You will make it. What side of the city you from? I'm from only across the bridge, but I got some folks over there, man. I was fortunate enough to meet the brother General Reezy, man. So I still stay connected to his nephew and a couple of his men. You know what I mean? So I know a couple people over there. Listen, the brothers, we ain't never had no problems on no compounds. One thing about the feds, ain't nobody trying to get into it with no Muslims. And I ain't no big eyes and no little U's. But you gotta know this: Muslims on every compound. You get in something with something and that kite go out, you ain't gonna be able to go nowhere. I mean, so a lot of people don't get into it with what I'm talking about the believers that's on it. You know what I mean? Not the renegade Muslims that's you know what I mean, but the believers that's on it, you don't get in nothing with none of the believers. I don't blame him, Stroud Boxing Gym. You know, I did 3 years out there. I don't blame him. That joint locked down right now. That joint locked down right now. They just had a joint out there, a stabbing in the kitchen. Right, Mike, in respect, man, that's all the politics. I don't know how to politic. I just learned that stuff in the feds. Like, I don't know nothing about that. I came from the state to the feds. Oh, you from up north. Okay. So you already know. You know, my pop from north. My pop from 22nd and Diamond, right? All my family, my pop side of the family, they over west. But I had the I had the pleasure to meet like I said, I had the pleasure to meet Reezy, you know what I'm saying, and I was in the 100 around his way a lot. You know what I mean? Um that was my man. You know what I'm saying? Like and for real, for real. And I met AR through them too. You know what I'm saying? Dark Low and all them. I met all them through them. You know what I'm saying? I don't be on here with no cat and shit or none of that. You know what I mean? His nephew that's out there now, my main man. You know what I'm saying? Hits me and all that. You know what I mean? So, I know definitely know what's up. Oh yeah, I know where Ridge at. They do, man. I hate to say it, right? But you know the saying in there, you know what we gotta go by. The sword that came down. Don't nobody know what's in the heart of a man but a law. You know what I'm saying? But when they come in, every pound I've been on, I'll be like, look, I need your paperwork. I need to see what we're dealing with. Because I normally be on the security. I need to see what we're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. Well, we need to know what you bring into this community. And you better not miss a class or a salat or none of that. Or it's to the wolves with you, dog. You know what I mean? Don't do no harm. Straight up. Are you from Morocco? Alhamdulillah, man. Somebody to talk. Listen, that's because see, look, real gonna always recognize real. You did. Um, Anybody can come on here with a page, but if you can't be stamped, what you really on here for? I ain't getting paid nothing. Some people on here just telling stories, getting money. I ain't getting nothing. You know what I mean? I'm just on here giving up the game, so you ain't gotta go through what I've been through, right? But if you can't be stamped, that's my thing. If you can't be stamped, you shouldn't even have a page. You did like you supposed to be reputable. You did like you shouldn't even have a page if you can't get stamped, man. For real, for real. But this ain't the streets. You know what I mean? This is internet. You did. That's what's up, Bobby Rasuli. Yeah, I know a lot of good men from the Bay Area, man. And I know if you've been on here from the beginning. I told you like I'm a certified paralegal. I got an A and a BA in criminal justice while I was in, so I was doing law. So I know all about Alameda County because I was in a joint called Herlong over there too. So I was putting a lot of motions in Alameda County, which is in the Bay. I know a lot of dudes from that Bay, man, too. Oh man, listen, alhamdulillah, man. I'm glad. You know what I say too? I don't want to be a legend in prison. I already know who I am. I know I'll be joking with my Zals. I say this all the time. I know who I am. You know what I mean? I know what I've done in them joints. You know what I mean? I know who I am. You know what I mean? But I don't want to be a legend in prison. I know my name got something on it in the joints. And it was a time when I really cared about that. I care about now what I can leave out here and help people with, and how my name could be legendary out here now, man. So I can leave something behind for these grandbabies I got. That's what I care about now. Like before, yeah, I know who I am, and I know what I'm gonna do to somebody they volley and hit out here or in there. Like, but alhamdulillah, I don't even carry myself for that. Like, I be out, you know what I mean? I don't I know how to move. You know what I mean? And I ain't into nothing. I don't owe nobody no money. You know what I mean? And I ain't got no reason to be beefing with nobody. And I just stay in my lane. You know what I mean? Don't violate me, my grandbaby, my wife. We good. And I ain't got no problems with nobody to do that. But I know who I am, man. I'm just, alhamdulillah, man, that, my name is official. You did. So, and alhamdulillah that you here, man. You know what I mean? Alhamdulillah. You did. Um, Corey Jones, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. I'm definitely gonna take the flowers while I can smell them, homie. Straight up. Because I know how real it can be. You could be here now and tomorrow you can be gone, man. That happened to so many of us. Ron David, you know one of the biggest homies in DC is my main man. And if you know the history and they say my name, I know the homies. And I'm gonna give a quick story, man. We ain't gonna talk about no. Yeah, listen. I know how the DC homies feel about me, man. Everybody used to think when I hit pounds that I was from the district too, because I never sell with homies. I always sell with DC homies, right? Because I knew if something jumped, I knew we was gone. You did? I knew we was gone. And I know that the real ones, we don't carry ourselves for no problems in the institution. We always trying to ease it, man, because we trying to keep some bread generated. So we don't carry ourselves for problems. So, but if a problem was to arise, I know that it was serious and we was going. But the homie, listen, man, the big homies from the district, man, I got love for them and they got love for Big Job. And the little homies too, man. I messes with a lot of the homies, man, on all the pounds. You know what I mean? You brought a smile on my face when you said that, right? Because whether people know it or not, DC is a district. It's not a state. So everything they do, they go to the feds. So they populate the federal system. DC homies knock each other off. So you know what they'll do to an outsider. So when they accept you, you know you know it ain't got what's understood and ain't got to be explained. You know what I mean? Yup, Alameda County. Yup. Strap oxygen. Nobody do that. And listen, if I ever felt like that, my thing, I just was telling my mom this today. I said, Mom, you know why I'm still here with you, even through the life I live? She said, Why, son? I said, Because before I let somebody put me on a shirt or a wall, I'm going to wait for it. I'm going. I'm not going. And I ain't never. Anybody can be touched, but don't spook me. Everything on my record is the public record. Google 5 homicides, beat 4 in trial, took a 24 with a 12 running concurrent for the fifth one with my 30 in the feds, allegedly. Don't spook me. Listen, that's where I be at with it. But I don't put myself in a position to even be worried about no stuff like that. I'm so far away from the life, man, and I don't owe nobody nothing. And I ain't gonna say that I'm comfortable. I don't owe nobody nothing. I don't owe nobody no bread. I ain't did nothing to nobody. I'm in my lane. Don't interrupt that, man. Please don't interrupt my peace. But I ain't even in a position for none of that. So I don't be worrying about no crap like that. I mean, I just, for the most part, when people come in there, they be, my aura is so crazy. We just get the building and I be just giving them game. They just be soaking it up in there, coming in every. I just came to talk to you, like, well, yeah, I definitely feel you, though, definitely. Yeah, Chad is my man. Um, on the compound, I seen him, but I didn't. Like I said, races don't mix. And Chad is from like New York, upstate New York area, so we would really deal with them as white. But he was in a car, you know what I'm saying? So like we ain't never kick it, but we was in the hole together, you know what I'm saying? So he had knew that I was in the hole, you know what I mean? One thing about if you've been in the feds, if you've been in the feds for real, and I'm talking anywhere, No big eyes, no little U's, no glorifying nothing. Like you know gonna know who I am. You know what I mean? Like everybody from all states. Like no. You know what I mean? Like I ain't big bad. It's killers in there. For real. that putting work in there, like killing. I just laid a few demonstrations down through my time because I was pushed to do that. I'm not the one to go around starting nothing, being into nothing. I'm laid back. I like to get to it. I'm different. Like I ain't killing and getting money don't mix. So I'm I'm a hustler. You know what I mean? So the way you are out here is the way you're gonna be in there. You did, unless you got masks on. So I wasn't, you know what I mean? But yeah, people know who I am. You know what I mean? And then, it is what it is. I wasn't moving around in there trying to be in it all. People be in jail, be in the different things. You know what I mean? Or be in the mix. I never was into that. Oh man, I gotta check that out. I ain't even know that. I'm gonna check it out, man. I'm gonna go on there when we get off. Man, I just was on there kicking it. Oh man, listen. I'm gonna tell my wife that. You know what? She got a nice dish coming up next week. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live while she cooks. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live next week while she's doing her special. She got some joint called Rasta Pasta. If y'all follow her page, Fork in the Road Halal Food on Instagram, y'all see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go live. I will go live. I'm gonna start. And you know what? Terrence told me that. Yo, start going live from the restaurant, man. Like be active. Like you be always talking about, yo, I'm at work. I ain't been on my page. Go live from work. Like I'm gonna start doing that, man. So you know what I mean. Y'all can get a view of what's really going on in the everyday life of a working man that came home from doing 20 years, 8 months. I'll be working. I did cook last week. I did. I made a salmon cheese steak, and I'll be telling my wife I can't work the grill, babe. Like I do the frying. I fry fish, the fries, the shrimp. But last week I made a salmon cheese steak and got a referral. That people said I came back because she came to work and said salmon cheese steak, and that was like that was shocking to me because I did it. I always be feeling like I can't. But anyway, man, we've been on here a little hour, right? I'm jump on, man. I'm gonna come back tomorrow, man. Make sure y'all tune in. Cut your notifications on. I'm gonna jump back on. I'm gonna start coming in building with y'all, man. We could talk about anything, ask me anything. Y'all know my message. Stay sucker free and stay free, man. That way.